And we're live.
Good morning. Good morning. Good Wednesday morning. I'm here with superstar real estate agent, April Brown. Merritt, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
So you've been tearing it up out there. We hadn't even been able to have a show. Been really busy.
Have been.
Air conditioner tore up last week. We couldn't have a show.
Yeah.
But Wednesday, winning together. This is your show. Every now and then I get to put a topic in. I got some surprises for today's show. What you been doing? Tell me about the real estate. How's the real estate game going?
It's good.
It's good?
Closed one yesterday.
You're a closer.
Yeah. Well, have another one coming up. So I'm just getting started. You call me the superstar, but a lot of people out there, I'm trying to climb up to be, but I'm working on it.
Well, that's good. You got some good mentors. One of my rules is never take advice from somebody who hasn't already done what you are trying to do or what you want to do. And you have some good role models that have been in the real estate game for a long time.
I do.
And that do really well.
Very well.
So you have some good information. Sometimes we get bad information. So that's what this show's all about, winning together and how you can get some good information. We have some topics. Hopefully we have some nuggets of wisdom that you can drop on us today. Smith, it's been a minute since we've been in the studio.
True.
So you got it looking good in here.
Thanks.
Got everything looking good. What's on the schedule for today? What's the agenda? Did Paul give us a script to go by? Executive producer Paul?
Indeed.
AKA part-time Paul?
Yes, sir. First up is the home of the week, of course.
What type of home, what type of real estate do you have for us this week in South Georgia?
Okay, this week I have an investment property or first-time home buyer, only $85,000. And if you're from Douglas or around Douglas, you know the Wheeler Park area is a desirable area. It's right by the park, right by the bike path. It is 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 1,484 square feet, only $85,000.
You could buy that and do exactly what you're talking about.
I mean, you can rent it out the day after. It could be rented right now. I do not have that information,
Right.
but it is listed by Rhonda Youngblood from Century 21. So just trying to help her a little bit and myself.
Yep. So if they want to take a look at this house, can they call you?
They can call me. Yes.
Okay.
Definitely call me. Funny that you mentioned that. I lost a sale last week because people don't understand how this business works.
This is
when you look at a property and it says Rhonda listed it or April listed it or Denise listed it, you don't have to call those people. You actually can call your friend that sells real estate, your family member that sells real estate. They can sell you the house and it absolutely doesn't cost you anything else. It's not more commission, different commission. It just means that your friend got a piece of the pie instead of got left out. And I understand that most people don't get that concept, but also the listing agent works for the seller. Although we try to be very fair on both sides, it's a great thing to have somebody on your side. So if a listing agent lists the house, you call me, I'm your agent. So I'm working very hard for you. They're working very hard for the seller. So everybody wins. I do like to sell houses that I list.
Yeah, sure.
And of course would be very fair, but it's a great thing to have somebody on your side.
Yeah, absolutely. As a matter of fact, I bought a piece of property last week.
Yeah.
And there was a different listing agent, but of course I called you. And
I would certainly hope so.
But that's my point.
Yes.
I didn't have to go to the other agent.
No,
Yeah.
but a lot of people think that because they have it listed, that's who has to sell it, and it is so untrue. We all work together on and split the commission. Doesn't cost you a penny to use me in buying your house.
I think you could rent that house. That's what you were saying, that investment.
Yeah, I think you can rent that out right away. I mean, rental property in Douglas is basically not available at all right now. It's crazy.
You could probably fix it up a little bit and flip it.
Yeah.
A couple different things you can do with
that.
Yep.
I mean, it does have a new roof. It has a big yard. So it does have some work that needs to be done to it, but I feel like a little bit of cosmetic work and you'd have something there for $85,000.
It's definitely an investment property.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning, Joey. Good morning, Candace. Now, investment property. So primarily you were thinking of it as a rental, buy the house, get the income off of it.
Right.
I really like that. That's we've done well with one piece of property that we do that with. Worked out pretty well so far. So good. There's other types of investment property. This is a picture of a farm right here. Farmland's hard to come by.
It is.
Do you consider farmland investment property?
Yes.
Yes. So I happen to know where 20 acres of prime farmland is for sale. Everybody I know, I mean, when people are looking for land, it seems to me like they're always looking for 10 acres or 20 acres.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a call. I got you. So put that out there. Billy's choice topic already?
Actually, no.
Oh,
Oh, whoops.
go ahead.
I jumped the gun too.
Take over, Smith.
With all of the online ways to market, is a traditional open house still a good idea for the seller?
In this market right now, it's completely unnecessary, but it is going to turn and things will be different as in all businesses. So yes, I do think an open house is a great thing. If you've had a house on the market for a little while, it's not moving. I think you need to have somebody come in there like me to move things around, change things around, make it more appealing. Bake your chocolate chip cookies, do a candle burning. Absolutely, it can help you sell your house.
Yeah, that's a good point. In this market, if you want to,
I don't even have time to set one up right now.
I mean, most houses, we've had a couple that we put on here that took a few weeks to sell.
Yeah.
The real high end houses take a little longer to sell, right?
What are you calling high end?
Well, I mean, like the ones. The ones that we listed on here, between 450,000 to 500,000, they hang around on the market a little. Not as many.
Above 5 does hang on, but if you're in the 2 to 4, I mean, it's insane how fast they're going.
So if you schedule, you say, I'm going to have an open house, you would have too many offers on it before you even got to do the open house. So best thing, if you want to have a party, just have a party at your house. And then,
but that will change. I mean, that will change, and those will become necessary again. But Facebook is still a great place to market.
I bet you would throw one heck of an open house.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So not in this market, but when it turns, we'll be back in the open houses. I've been to an open house before, a long time ago. I like the chocolate chip cookies. Billy's choice topic?
Yeah.
Okay, my choice topic is I'm very, very proud of you, and I'm going to use you as motivation to get my lack of discipline back in order. You may or may not, I don't know if we talked about this, but you were slow to jump on the low carb, high fat diet, keto stuff, and you're not necessarily strict keto right now, but you cut
I'm definitely not strict.
But you cut your carbs way back, Monday through Friday. I don't even know if you eat a carb.
Well, I messed up last night.
Well, that's the first time. So it's been for 4 or 5 weeks. You've been like super strict Monday through Friday, and I was strict for a day or two, and then something.
I'll give you that.
Something about those chocolate chip cookies,
day or two,
and it's actually not the chocolate.
two.
It's not actually not the chocolate chip cookies.
It's the dough.
It's the chocolate chip.
They're not
cookie.
even cooked.
Man,
I don't understand.
If you buy a frozen pack of cookie dough and put it in my freezer, if I'm happen to open that freezer and see it there,
he's eating it.
And I don't care if it's like for the Girl Scouts or if it's somebody's fundraiser, whatever.
That's not true. You didn't eat that.
If I see chocolate chip, you need to find a different freezer, because if chocolate chip cookie dough is in my freezer, it's going down.
Yeah, you're not. You're definitely not a.
You bought a huge pack of it, and the ideal thing would have been to bake cookies.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing. It doesn't change the fat content to bake it.
I understand, but like the idea of warm cookies, chocolate chip cookies, perfectly, on a.
Well, you can't. You're not going to bake at midnight.
Yeah, I do eat it at midnight. Now, I woke up the other morning and I noticed a chocolate chip cookie on the counter. I said, Chloe, have you?
I was going to say, no, it wasn't me.
I said, Chloe, have you been eating chocolate chip cookie dough? So she's been.
Well, both of y'all do, and y'all cut it and leave your plastic on the on the thing too. So then everybody knows that
Dead
you had
giveaway.
chocolate chip cookie dough.
Dead giveaway.
But now that is never going to be a weakness that I have, that you wake up and find that I wasted my calories on that.
Yeah.
Now, I did eat spaghetti last night. That's
You
the
did?
first pasta I think I've had in a while,
Mhm.
but I did eat it last night.
Made you strong though. You hit a PR in the gym this morning. You hit 2 PRs.
Let's not talk about that.
Why?
They're not big ones. Everybody's on here was like, oh, really? That's all?
All right, but no. We won't even talk about the numbers then. But it's a big deal. Remember, think about when you okay, Jahari window. When it comes to you and you're judging you're a more harsh judge on yourself.
Very much.
If someone who had never worked out, never done any barbell exercises, had come into our gym for 5 weeks and hit 2 PRs, regardless of how small they were, you would be proud of them, congratulating them, and all that. So you have to understand. If you're making progress, you're making progress. That's all you can ask for.
I know.
Especially at 35
I just want
years
it to
old.
be more. Oh yes, 35. Yes. Yes.
How old do you think April is? Next.
I think they know how old I am, but I'm not ashamed to say how old I am.
46.
No. I'm not ashamed to say how old I am, but I don't want to be older than I am.
Okay.
When
46.
am I 46? This is hilarious.
July.
You have to think about this one.
July 19th, 1975.
Except that's Trevor's birthday on the 19th. So try one more time.
July 17th.
There you go.
Okay.
Good job.
All right.
Good job.
Dang.
Yes.
I got that one wrong.
Yes.
Let's move right into he said, she said.
You got it. Yo,
Now,
what-
since we did not have a show last week, this is going to be
Yes.
kind of a week behind, but it's still good information.
Yeah.
Interesting. Because I want to ask you a question. What's the first question, Smith?
Okay.
Smith?
what is a Memorial Day tradition for you?
When I saw this question, I was like, you know what? I don't even know if we have one, because until recently, and maybe even the last couple of years,
We've had to work.
I've worked and you've worked.
Yeah. The
So-
furniture store's been open for,
And in the car
Years.
business, you get off maybe possibly 4 days a year.
Christmas,
Christmas, New Year's Day, 4th of July,
Thanksgiving Day.
Thanksgiving. So my Memorial and your Memorial Day tradition is working.
Yeah. Well, we've had one the last 2 years.
What do we do? I'm sure it was.
Well, we stayed last year and this year. We stayed at home and sat around the pool that I remember.
So no more working. Now it's being lazy.
And we're going to usually eat a grilled hamburger, usually.
That
But
we will.
what do we have? No, we had steak this year.
Yeah,
We went out at lunch.
Ooh, I like this.
Didn't we?
I like this tradition. We actually got a kind of a date day. If
Yeah,
you think
we
about it,
yeah, nobody was
it
home.
was just us.
And that's very, very rare.
We showed
Um,
out. We do have to be careful showing out. Anyway,
we do have to do that.
let's
Yes.
go moving right along. What's next, Miss Smith?
Pick just one: sweet heat, sweet and salty, or sweet and sour.
Now, I just got to tell
I
you,
got what?
I thought that said sweat and salty. That was my choice.
You thought it said sweat and salty.
Yes.
Okay, stop.
Sweaty and salty. New Year's, of
I
course.
definitely choose sweet and salty though.
Sweet and salty, of course. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I love to eat something sweet mixed with something. So ice cream and French fries, so good.
It is
Perfect
good.
balance.
All right.
So good.
I didn't even read this next question, so I'm very, very curious. I'm a Jahari window myself on this one and see. Smith, what's the question?
Which of you spends more time working out?
So I'm thinking that you're thinking that you work out more than me.
I'm thinking,
You think so?
but maybe not, because I do not do it on the way. I skip Saturday and Sunday usually, so maybe not. But I feel like I spend a good bit of time now, and I'm not saying always.
Right.
But in the last 5 weeks, I've tried really, really hard to work out 6 times. And I've
Yeah.
missed it a few times. But 6 times a week, I think you probably work out 6 times a week.
Right. But now the question, what was the question? More time working out. Because you like to do you a 20-minute workout and be done with it.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's because you walk around.
Ooh.
I get in there and do it, and you say, sit down and stretch and walk to the road and take a breath. And no, I do the same amount. Okay, it doesn't count that your hour is longer if you're not working out anymore.
I feel like it counts.
No, but of course you feel like it counts. You do not. No, I do not think you work out more than me right now. However, after this 6 weeks, I might not work out 6 days a week. So, I don't know.
You're getting stronger.
Yeah.
You're getting stronger. You're getting stronger in that.
If you ask who can do pull-ups, it's you, but that's pretty much my weakness.
Well, exactly. And it used to be my weakness. So you have to, I like finding that weakness and attacking it.
Well, I just
you
don't
get mad at a pull-up.
Well, I just don't think it's even normal to be able to do that. So
you get mad at a pull-up, I'm telling you.
I do.
Oh, what's the next question?
Right? In your opinion, how many times a week do you hold your partner's hand?
How's that an opinion?
I don't know.
Part-time Paul, how is that an opinion?
Okay, it's not an opinion anyway, but I'll just give you my opinion on the subject. I don't think you put a number on that.
No.
I think that you do that when you feel like grabbing your partner's hand. You do that in the moment or whatever. You don't plan that. We're not planners about affection. That's crazy to me.
It's totally crazy. And
no offense, Paul. I'm just saying.
No. And if someone's watching this show for like advice or role model, we don't give relationship advice at all. So, but here, actually, I'm going to give some advice. Do not compare yourself to other people.
No.
Do not compare yourself to other people. I mean, because that doesn't matter. I'm not saying that you should never hold her hand, his hand, or whatever. But like saying that it's important, how often, or that like you should. I mean, you should want to do that, but I don't think I don't think about planning that or, we do walking on the street sometimes, but it's not, I don't do it so that somebody else can see me holding your hand and be like, oh, they have the best relationship. Because Lord, you could see somebody holding hands that just broke it down in the parking lot a few minutes before just to look like they, I think you probably should, and you should want to be affectionate, but I don't think there's a amount, a time, or a schedule. I didn't want to make all the other guys feel bad when, you're
not really about to.
When I get tired of you grabbing my hand.
Oh my Lord, you're so crazy.
It's like it can be a distraction.
Okay.
It can be a distraction. Like, down, girl, down.
You are so full of it. Good Lord.
Hey, man, avoid comparisons. Yes. Do not do that. And listen.
In all things. Honestly, in all things. Like if I got, like we were talking about the real estate industry and stuff before, I had a closing that I was over the moon about because I am just starting and I'm trying hard and getting in there, and I like to be on top. My mentor had two. She had one before ours, and I sold her listing. And if I got upset about that, I wouldn't sell the next one.
No.
I'm not going to. She's been selling real estate for 25 plus years. I've been doing it for less than a year. You're not going to get out of the gate and be able to compare yourself to somebody else.
You said it perfectly. Don't compare yourself to other people in all areas. Okay. Mm-hmm. Money, finances, fitness. Now, sure, if you want to be competitive against somebody, there's good competitiveness.
Or if you want to have a mentor, like I appreciate that somebody would want to work out because they heard that I did, but not because I can do this amount and you can do this amount. Because there's a lot of people that probably could start working out and outwork out me on the upper body for sure, because that's just my weakness. Mm-hmm. But I hope that I inspire somebody, not in a jealous way. I hope nobody looks at in all aspects of our life. I don't want somebody looking at us in a jealous way. Inspire you, yes, but compare yourself to, oh, I'm 100 pounds overweight, so I can never look like you, or I'm 150. Yes, you can.
There's
Might be harder.
There's one very important comparison that you need to make in all areas. That's comparing yourself to your previous self. Comparing yourself to yourself yesterday, or last week or last month or last year. That's way more important. And that's why, I talk really big about, back in the fitness side of things, I talk about personal best. When you have your personal, you break your own personal record, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how big or small, or how much, or how heavy, how fast, whatever. When you break your own personal record, that's a big deal, and it needs to be celebrated. And then you need to be trying to beat yesterday's goals, financial goals, savings goals,
attitude, work ethic, everything.
We talked yesterday about some of our friends that they had, they both work. They had a money goal, save money, and they hit that. So
and they had it for a year, and they hit it already, and it's June. I mean, that's an awesome thing.
They were comparing. They had their record. They didn't say, "Hey," and they didn't tell us how much theirs was.
And she didn't ask me how much.
Exactly.
She didn't ask me how much we have saved. She just said, we set a goal and we've exceeded it already, and that, I think that's great.
So compare yourself to your yesterday self. Candace said, yes, be better today than yesterday. Yes, absolutely.
And don't expect to reach your goals if you're not doing anything different than you were doing yesterday. If you're poor, pitiful me, I read posts all the time that say, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. If it's
in a bad way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, of course it is. Yes, it is.
I was lucky enough. Did you see the podcast that Jeff Stearns posted that you and I recorded with him, Smith?
I haven't went back and looked.
It's great. I listened to the whole thing last night. I mean, it really was. He brought out a bunch of great questions, and in there we're talking about the same thing. And I said, I'm the luckiest person I know, and I truly feel like that. Like, so if you're going to say it, say something positive, because you say it enough, it'll happen.
So either way,
exactly.
Either way.
Yeah, he said. So he said. He asked me. So you can create your future. I said you're creating it either way.
Right. It's bad or good.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, what's next, sir?
Just a quick thing. I feel like y'all are touching on that. It's pretty obvious if you're not trying anything new.
Yes.
Nothing new is going to happen. So, I mean.
And we also have people in our life that are always broke, that never know why, that never, and we know why, and we want to help them desperately. But, and I don't mean you got to have $1 million in the bank. They're just, it's a daily struggle to, I don't know. What am I trying to say?
Well, they get in a rut, and they don't. Some people fail to realize that they need to be making comparisons to themselves and having little goals. Have a little goal. It matters. It matters. It matters. If you're always complaining about being broke, then fix it.
You have to change it.
Or try a little bit.
And if you're always complaining about being sick, you have to fix it. There's it's not going to fix itself.
Yeah.
It's not. And
I think we are giving some advice today. I think this is very important. You have to take the long view. Like I've talked about myself being critical on myself for the last 10 years. I've been really good about working out for 3 months and not working out for 3 months, but lately in the last 9 to 10 months, I've been really steady. But the reason that I'm able to do that is because I'm not trying to get it like I have a goal. I'll tell you my goal right now. I want to bench press 315 pounds, right? So if I try to do that by next month, I would hurt myself, which I still kind of push it.
Well, and one motivating factor for you is you have 3 sons that you are very upset if they deadlift, bench press, squat more than you, and you got one that squats more than most people we know. So you're kind of, all 4 of y'all are kind of in this a little bit of a competition too.
Healthy competition. Yeah. Healthy competition.
They like to say they got him on this, and he likes to say, I got you on that. So that keeps you
me in
motivated and in there too.
It does.
You have those boys that are after you.
Yeah, when I finish my workout and I hit a PR, I'll screenshot it and send it
to all of them. Yes,
yeah, that's
he
true.
does.
That's true. But anyway, take the long view. Have your goal like next year, next July 4th. Like you can change your physical appearance in 6 to 8 weeks, a little bit. But right now, like if you're planning on trying to get in shape or get beach ready for July the 4th of 2021, that's okay. But go ahead and try to plan on 2022.
Well, let's see. This is 21. So I started Anthony January of 20.
Mm-hmm.
So we're June of 21, and I still don't look like I want to look.
Well, that's the thing. Comparing yourself to where you want to be.
Right. I mean, like, it's not overnight. It's not going to be overnight. And if you are, I started, thankfully, not a lot overweight. And I'm still not where I want to be. But when you have more to lose, it is very discouraging. But you just got to realize what you're going to look like in a year and a half. And it is a long road, but you can do it.
Yep. If you have the long-term goals.
You just got to do it.
Next.
Have you ever skydived? If not, would you do it?
I have not.
Neither one of us have, actually.
I don't plan on doing it. I mean, not that I wouldn't do it, but it's not like something I really enjoy flying an airplane, but I have no desire to jump out of one. Yeah. What do you think?
I haven't, and I don't have any plans of doing it, but if we were somewhere and a bunch of our friends wanted to go, I'd probably go.
I mean, I would do it. I would do it.
It wouldn't be something I planned to do. Nah. And it would scare me, but I love a roller coaster and stuff like that so much. Billy, not so much. So, but I don't know. I'm so afraid of heights. If I I definitely have to do the tandem, I think it's called, where I'm strapped to somebody else because they would have to jump out, I think. Yeah. Like, I would do it, but they would have to make me. Like Case and Cooper did the zip thing in Valdosta that time. Mm-hmm. It was me in the middle and Cooper and Case on each side, and they had to put the one of us that would be able to pull the cord. It was definitely Case. Case had to pull the cord to release it because I probably wouldn't have been able to do that part. Yeah. Now I'm up there, I'm gonna swing, I'm gonna have a good time, but the jumping and the pulling, not so much. Yeah. I'd have to have somebody else roll me out of that airplane, but I'd do it.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll try anything once.
Hopefully we would make it through.
But I prefer flying an airplane. That's way cooler.
And crazy enough, that still scares me. So
yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. You're scared, you're sitting in the back of the airplane, which is rougher in the back.
Well, but I don't have a parachute. Like maybe I should start wearing the parachute when we go places, and I'd feel better.
Yeah, like Gabrielle
asked. Yeah, we were going on.
She got parachutes.
We were going on a trip, and she doesn't like the fact that she would be in our plane, but we were going to be, and she was like, "Well, does it have parachutes?" No, it does not. It does not.
Yeah. And
in ours, we don't fly that high, so by the time you jumped out, I'm not sure you would want to do that.
No. You can skydive from. You can look it up in the background, but I think you can get a parachute open in 1,000 feet, definitely 2,000. Sometimes we're at 12,000.
I've never been in our plane at 12,000, have I? I thought we were about 5. Okay.
Well, if we're going from here to Jacksonville or here to Fernandina,
I don't do.
There's no need to go.
I don't do real long.
Well, I'm sure we were at 7,000 or 9,000 when we went to Key West.
Okay.
So, but yeah,
I didn't realize.
Yeah. So you can. What's it say, Smith?
The United States Parachute Association sets minimum pack opening altitude at 2,000 feet.
2,000 feet. That's what they said. But now, if you jumped out at 1,000, you went ahead and pulled it, you'd probably be okay. At
least break your fall.
No, it should open. If it opens, it'll slow you down. But so like skydiving, I guess they probably start at 3 or 4. Man, I don't know. That's a long way to free fall.
I don't know. Again, I'd have to let someone else jump out because I am so scared of heights.
Yeah. What's on the next
Just if you are curious, it looks like for experienced skydivers, 2,500 feet. And
Oh, really?
For slightly less experienced skydivers, up to 5,500
Okay,
feet.
55.
Jeez.
But now, see, that's because they have to get that thing open. But at 5,500, you're falling for a long time. What rate of descent are you at from skydiving? What rate of descent? Because when we're going to land, we'll land at about we'll start descending at about 1,000 feet per minute. I'm sure they're they probably 20x in that.
The average descent rate is 10 seconds for the first 1,000 feet, and then 5 seconds per each additional.
Holy cow.
Yeah, holy cow, indeed.
You are moving.
Well, tell me that again.
Okay, the full thing says
10 seconds.
typically skydivers exit the plane between 8 and 10,000 feet. The average descent rate is 10 seconds for the first 1,000 feet, and then 5 seconds for each additional 1,000 feet.
10. So they would go 6,000 feet in a minute.
I think it would be a little bit more since it speeds up to 1,000
Yeah.
feet per 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, geez. You got to, like,
You got to pull that
get
thing
out
pretty
and roll it.
fast.
Yes,
You can't think about it.
Yeah.
6,000 feet.
So how
that would
high
be.
are they when they
So the
free
biggest-
fall for a little while? They got to be way up there.
You said
then.
10,000.
Okay.
You can't go much above 10,000 when you need oxygen.
Yeah.
Or much above
Yeah, we probably
14,000.
won't ever skydive.
No, I don't want to do
I don't
it.
think we're. I think the answer is no.
The biggest problem I would see would be your ears hurting because, if you're not careful, your ears hurt when you're descending at 1,000 feet
Yeah.
a minute. So.
I've always, anytime I've got on like, for instance, that Pharaoh's boat or whatever it is at Wild Adventures, I just like totally lose my breath when I'm moving like that. My body is just like, I can hardly even move. So I don't think I'd want to try it.
Oh, nothing like that scares me very much. So we were there, and I forget what the boys were riding, but I thought it would be a good idea that me and Chloe rode that. She
Yeah, she
was
was
about
like that.
she was about 4, I think.
Oh
4 or
no.
5. So we get on there, and I'm like, it's fine. And it starts swinging, and I'm good. And I look over there, and she is shaking seat, going, April. It was funny, but not funny because I didn't mean to scare her that bad. So I just grabbed her and held on to her. And when it stopped, I was like, okay, I'll never make you do that again. I thought it was going to be fun. It was not fun. It was not fun for her.
All right. We got another slide.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Off to Billy's recommended reading.
All right. So this is a good one right here. I'll put it. How an Economy Grows and Crashes by Peter Schiff. Now, Peter Schiff is an old school, what they call an Austrian economist. Believes that money should be real and that fiat money is going to end up crashing. And unfortunately, we
Clearly.
we live on a fiat currency. So that's why we talk about investing in real estate and things like that. This will really help you understand how economies work. Now, just to give you an idea of the way Peter Schiff thinks. Have you got his Twitter feed pulled up right there?
Sure do.
And while you're looking for that, I can read this book. It's got pictures in it. So he uses a lot of analogies about, 7, 8 people being stranded on an island and how they create an economy and how you add value and be productive and things like that. Smith, what is the Peter Schiff's pinned tweet?
America was founded by rugged individuals who created government to secure their rights and leave them alone. Americans today want government to violate other people's rights, steal their stuff, and give it to them. The home of the free has become the land of the freeloader.
All right. So read that one more time.
America was founded by rugged individuals who created government to secure their rights and leave them alone. Americans today want government to violate other people's rights, steal their stuff, and give it to them. The home of the free has become the land of the freeloader.
Don't be a freeloader. Be productive. Read books like like how an economy grows and why it crashes. Read things that are going to make you want to be more productive. And the more we know, the better off we all are. So my recommended book of the week is Peter Schiff, How an Economy Grows. Think you'll read that one?
Maybe.
Probably.
Yep.
Okay. Positive points.
Got it.
I know this is coming.
Recurring gag.
Hold that hand. Hold that hand.
But apparently not too much.
4 times a day.
Not too much.
4 times a day. And every time you cross the street. I'm going to park across the street when we go eat today.
You run so fast across the street that I'm just trying to get across the street.
I know. Like but other than that, man, I mean, the whole show was positive. So, you do need to compare yourself only to your previous self, right? Yesterday, be the best version that you've ever been, and make sure tomorrow you're better than you are today. Invest in real estate. If you want to buy a farm, I'm your boy. Give me a call. And by the way, it's mine, so I can list it or talk about it if I want to. Saying I'm breaking no laws.
Yes, I did not say anything.
I know. I'm just saying. If I want to sell my farm, I can. I can talk about it on my show because this right now is still the United States of America. Can you get us a red, white, and blue flag up here?
Okay,
We can work on it.
tangent that we're going on. It's okay, Smith.
This is the home of the free, and not the freeloader. And if I want to sell my farm, I can. If I want to hold your hand, I can.
And just for the record, I'm pretty sure that we bought a farm.
We did.
Yeah.
I understand. But there it is.
Go. Gotta make it happen.
I understand. But like there's real estate laws and things. You have to be careful what you say. I don't.
Yeah, right.
I don't. I got a farm.
You don't be careful about what you say. Period.
I got a farm and I may or may not list it and I may or may not sell it. But I can if I want to. And if you're interested in it, give me a call.
Not me.
Don't call her. Call me. Can you get a for sale by owner sign up? I'm just kidding, Smith.
No. No.
Look at this beautiful farm.
Well, what are you going to do with all those unnecessary animals that you just bought?
Baby, longhorns are necessary.
No, 5 longhorns are not necessary.
You wait. This fall, she's going to love them longhorns.
Do you eat longhorns?
No, you cash them checks and sell them calves.
There's not even. I thought
they clean it up, so you'd have to you go in there and mow it and spray it, or put the longhorns in there.
But there's no bull in there.
I got a little black bull right there at the other farm. We're gonna haul him around there and let him have a good old time.
Well, I thought we were eating him.
No, you don't eat the bulls.
Oh,
no.
So one of the black cows is a bull.
Yes.
Okay, I've never even. Is that the main one?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well that makes a little more sense.
We're gonna put him with them Texas Longhorns.
I thought they were all female.
For an update on the Texas Longhorn saga, tune in next Wednesday. We're gonna get April out there. We're gonna let you ride a Longhorn.
I am not riding a Longhorn.
Oh.
I promise people he hasn't been drinking today, but I don't know where that came from.
On next week's show, we're going to talk about.
You know what? You should have worn your new hat and shoes
hallucinogens
for this.
We're just going to talk about them. We're going to talk about them.
You should have worn your new hat and shoes for this event.
I got some cowboy, baby.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, Saturday I'm gonna be wearing my cowboy hat. They're having a big, huge horse sale in Dublin, Georgia. I'm gonna go buy you a horse, baby.
I don't want a horse.
I'm gonna buy you a horse.
No.
Don't be an Indian giver.
We want no more animals. The only animal I want back, y'all. Everybody that knows JJ, he's at the doctor right now getting a little surgery, and I'm on edge. I'm trying to smile, but
JJ's no longer a bull.
He's no longer a bull. We get to pick him up at 1:30, and it cannot get here fast enough.
Yep. But
I feel like my child and he is somewhere I can't be. I wanted to stay with him, and they wouldn't let me.
Who wants me to buy April a horse?
I don't want a horse.
I want to buy her a horse.
I don't want a horse. Just give me the money.
I'll buy the horse. I'll sell the horse and give you the money.
Okay. I just want the money.
I'm buying a horse Saturday. Yep.
I'm not going. I'm going to go watch Trevor play baseball.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Will
you please get the horse sale with me?
I'm not. If all that yapping, so you You will buy anything somebody's auctioning off. It doesn't even matter if you need it.
Especially if it's nice.
I mean, sometimes it's not so nice.
But at the moment, I think it's nice.
Yes. So maybe I do need to go so I can hold your hand.
Yes.
From the yep.
All right, guys. If she's not holding your hand enough, go to the horse sale. Start throwing it in the air. Yep. Next week, hallucinogens, and we're going to talk about the horses that I bought on Saturday. See you next Wednesday. Might catch. No, Paul's going to be out of town. Me and Smith might do a Feel Good Friday on Friday. Okay. Who wants me to buy April a horse? Text me. See you next week.